Okay, so how do you figure out who is this type of person for you? And in the chart, we've talked about like what are the general characteristics, but we need to look at what are the specific characteristics for you, and not only for you, but for the specific offer that you're most wanting to put people in right now, or offer suite that you have, and we'll be planning and creating that in the next phase. But we need to do that. And the best way to do that is not to sit down with a long list of questions and create a fictional character. This is one of the things that has driven me nuts about almost every business training I've ever taken. And I have invested, over $100,000 just in business coaching and training alone in the last 15 years. So, well, I started investing in business stuff in 2013, so 11 years, right? So, and that's not counting on my personal and spiritual growth and health and all that kind of stuff. So I've seen a lot of this, and usually the trainings around identifying your target market are just crap. They're just, you're creating fictional character. This is really practical, and the best way to get this is to look at amazing past great fit clients. And this is one of the reasons why this particular offer suite that I've in this program that you're in, the starting point for this is you have to already be making sales, because you can't analyze your past great fit clients if you haven't had great fit clients yet, right? So that's just an example of starting point. So what is a past great fit client, or a high quality client, or highly qualified client? They have to be high performing, meaning that they got great results, right? They either hit their goal, exceeded their goal, or like almost got their goal, but they were very, very happy. Like you were very happy with their progress, they were very happy with their progress. And they also have to be fun to work with, okay? Because you could have somebody who got great results with you that you just felt like it was pulling teeth to deal with them, and you don't want that. You could also have somebody that was super fun that you really, really love, talking to, and you really wanted the best for them, but they just didn't get good results. So if they're a great fit client, they have to have both of those characteristics. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at 3 to 4 of your best clients that were fun to work with and high performing. And these are the questions you're going to consider. And then you're going to put them into these little charts, right? So what was their starting point? It's so important. What were their values? What was their biggest goal or aspiration beyond the surface level? Remember, like asking yourself why. Like they wanted a better relationship. Why? They wanted to have a better spiritual connection. Why? Right? They want to get their books done. Right? You're an accountant, and they want to get their books done, or they want a better website. Why? Right? And ask that over and over again, and just write some of the answers in here. What was the main challenge they were facing? How is it affecting their lives or business? Especially getting down to that like day-to-day stuff is really good. Listing 3 to 5 personality traits that they possess that made them wonderful to work with and or help them to get great results. If it's something that was both, then definitely put that in there. It both made them wonderful to work with and help them get great results, definitely put that in there. And did they have a bigger vision for their life or business? And if so, what was it? All right. So I want you to think about your top like 3 to 4 clients you've ever worked with, and fill this in. And then when you get done, I want you to look over these clients, and the common characteristics are going to define your high quality lead profile. So like this is a very practical exercise. This is like data backed information of who you're looking for to sell to, who you're going to market to and who you're going to sell to in the future. But remember, I'm asking about starting points, right? You may look at these 3 to 4 clients and you may find that they were at different starting points. Okay. So if you have, 3 of them were all at one starting point and one of them was at a different starting point, those are different high quality lead profiles, right? Those people needed different programs and different types of services in order to get good results. Okay. So I want you to look at and put in here, like, what were the different starting points? Were 2 beginners and 2 were advanced looking for mastery? Again, was one a beginner and 3 were experienced? And then I want you to think about which starting point do you want to focus on first? Because when you are building an offer suite, you need it. You need every single offer from your freebie to your low and or mid ticket or high ticket, or however it is we decide to structure your offer suite. It needs to all be for the same person. It needs to be for the same starting point. Okay. So look at if there were different starting points, write these down and then think about which one do you want to focus on first? Who are you most feeling like you can help right now? Who are you most excited to help right now? Like which starting point? If you have different offers for different starting points, if you've ever even considered this before, like which one sells better, which type of lead do you feel like you have more of? Like what starting point do you feel like you have more of in your audience right now? These are all things to just kind of consider. But I want you to pick one starting point. And if one of the high quality leads, if they don't fit that starting point, then don't pay so much attention to to the stuff in there. And I want you to write down the commonalities between all the leads, all the clients, sorry, with the same starting point. And this is defining your high quality lead profile. Now, as you're looking at this, this is going to inform what kind of program we help you create, what kind of offer suite. It's going to up level your marketing. It's going to up level and make it quicker when you're doing your lead gen for you to be able to recognize these people. And that's going to be like the third phase of the program. And yes, I mean, this is super, super important stuff. And like I said, this is, it's data driven. It's not just making up a fictional character. And then if you want to look at over this and just think about what insights have you gained from this exercise, that can be really, really illuminating. And again, I'll be looking all over all this and I will tell you what I think and what I see.